I see. Thank you. So there are a couple of things. I just want to share like a couple of words of Torah, and maybe possibly mention Ellie somewhere in the process. The first thing, though, is I was reading through an interesting drasha about sort of why it is that we have a shaliach, someone who's responsible, a messenger, a shadchan, who's responsible for bringing sort of men and women together. I was reading this interesting drasha in the Sefer Shalmi Simcha, which I found through Dr. Ray when I came over yonder. It's very interesting. So what it says is, so where does this idea come from that you're supposed to have a shadchan, someone who's supposed to bring together sort of the man and the woman in a relationship? I would think it would come from the story of Avram sending his servant Eliezer out to find a wife for his son Yitzchak. But surprisingly, what Shlomo Zalman says is that the idea, rather than coming from Eliezer, comes from Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe is the leader of the Jewish people when God takes him out of Egypt, and he helps bring them all the way up to Matan Torah. And when sort of God gives the Torah, Moshe is the shaliach, is the shadchan in creating this relationship, this kesher, this connection between Bnei Yisrael, the people of Israel, and God. And when I saw that, I thought it was very interesting. Why is it that we don't learn from Eliezer? Why is it that we tie it in particular to Moshe Rabbeinu? And I thought one explanation, just in my case, in my relationship with Ellie, and how it began, I sort of gained a greater appreciation for it. Ellie and I already knew each other. It was not like when we first came along and got to know each other for the first time. When we started dating, I mean that was the first time we met. But rather, we'd actually known each other for about 6 months before we started dating. I think similarly, Bnei Yisrael and Kadosh Baruch Hu had been on speaking terms, right? The people had kept, as Rashi famously points out, the people had kept their language, even in Mitzrayim, and God had already sort of revealed himself in some form to the Avos, to the forefathers, and there was already some sort of relationship that existed. And yet it was Moshe Rabbeinu, I think in this case Jeremy landed, who played an interesting role of shadchan, which was not to take two people who didn't know each other and put them together, like Eliezer did, but rather to take two people who already had some sort of relationship and take it up to the next level, to have it be nasi v'nishma. They will sort of serve God in sort of the ultimate form. And I think that's a really unbelievable model for shadchanas and for bringing two people together, that you sort of elevated, or you helped elevate a relationship that already existed to a higher place. And I really thank you for that.